The federal government is urging the Union of Postal Workers and Canada Post to negotiate a settlement ahead of a looming 72-hour strike notice by workers. Labour Minister Steve McKinnon says Ottawa is hoping to achieve a deal at the table. The union says its National Executive Board has yet to decide if job action will happen at the deadline and that it depends on Canada Post's actions at the bargaining table. Now, to talk about what workers have been fighting for is James Ball, acting president of the Canadian Union of Postal Workers, Local 730, and joins us now from Edmonton. James, what would that job action potentially look like for your group?
There's a variable things that could happen. There could be a lockout by the corporation where all the members would be out on the street. There could be a full-on strike. There could also be rotating strike action, which would have different offices out at different times. So the idea there is to inconvenience our customers as little as possible while making it known that we have a position that we want to enforce, right?
Now, your union, CUPW, says you're seeking higher wages for workers, but what else are you fighting for?
There's a work method that Canada Post wants to change specifically for our letter carriers, the people who deliver your mail door to door. Right now, they work outside about 6 hours of the day, and 2 hours of the day they spend time preparing the material, sorting the mail that can't be handled by the machines, getting everything ready, and then they go out and do their job. But Canada Post wants to change the method of employment so that there'll be a person who's specifically responsible for sorting the mail, and then the carriers will be responsible for 7.5 hours of delivery out on the street. Right now, most carriers are doing 20 to 25 kilometers a day in that 6 hours. And if we add up that extra hour, an hour and a half, we're looking at 30 kilometers. And Canada Post has the highest injury rate of all federal sector employers. They don't get to control their workspace like most people do in a warehouse setting or something like that. But this method of work is not going to bring those injuries down.
Thanks so much for your time today, James. That was James Ball, acting president of the Canadian Union of Postal Workers, Local 730, joining us from Edmonton.